The next season of Pokemon Go and some events have been announced, but I got a big problem with it. Real quick, I want to talk about this new event that's going to bring the Gen 9 Pokemon to Pokemon Go, a Paladin Adventure. It starts on September 5th and ends on September 10th. As expected, we have the debuts of all of the starter Pokemon and their evolutions, of course, which is exciting. I do like this. And we have the debut of the fan favorite Lechonk, and it's shiny eligible. You love to see it. It's a great shiny with a great shiny family. It evolves into Oinkalone. I believe Oinkalone is the pronunciation there, but we have 12 new Pokemon from Gen 9. I like that. Also, the unknowns A, D, E, L, and P, spelling the words Paldea, will be available in raids, and they're all shiny eligible. That's nice. There's gonna be timed research giving you encounters with this new shiny Lechonk. Cool. And there's gonna be bonuses for 4 times XP and 4 times Stardust for catching Pokemon. But you got boosted shiny odds for the following Pokemon: Hoppip, Houndour, Buizel, and Fletchling. Cool. And there's gonna be special research starting for the whole season. The spawns for this event, we have Hoppip, Houndour, Buizel, Fletchling, the starters, and Lechonk. Nice. In raids, we have the unknowns, like I mentioned. In 3 stars, we have Machamp, Camerupt, Metagross, and Turtonator is back. 5 stars, the Ultra Beasts come back, Kartana and Celesteela, and then they swap regions. So they're gonna be available everywhere for the first 2 weeks of September. And then Mega Raids, we have Mega Manectric. Now, the new Gen 9 Pokemon are gonna be in eggs, which is nice. They're gonna be in field research, which is nice. And there's gonna be collection challenge and avatar items. I like the event. A lot of new Pokemon, a new shiny, some fan favorites in there. They're available in eggs, wild, research, love it all. But I have a huge problem with what comes next. So like we have the last couple years, we have an Ultra Unlock with this, which is awesome. And that's gonna be going down the next 5 days. So from the 10th to the 15th of September, we have even more Pokemon from Gen 9 coming to the game, which is awesome. We got 4 new Pokemon and their evolutions coming, including some really awesome ones like Lokix and like Baxcalibur, and a new shiny debut with Bombardier. Again, I'm a fan. I like that. New Pokemon, new shiny, I'll take it. And the bonuses will continue for another 5 days with unknowns, timed research, the event bonuses, yada, yada, yada. There's gonna be a paid timed research, which honestly is not worth it at first glance. It's got the same exact everythings as the first part of the event, except now you can get Palmy in field research, and the wild spawn pool is gonna be changed up a little bit with Nimble, Palmy, and Frigibax coming to the wild. But that's your Ultra Unlock. Your Ultra Unlock was 4 more Pokemon added to the game, one of which can be shiny, which is nice, but that's your Ultra Unlock. I guess if you want to count the unknowns and the other couple things that carried over, cool. But that's my big problem. What kind of an Ultra Unlock is that? Do you guys remember what the Ultra Unlocks used to be, bro? I'm gonna take you guys on a quick stroll down memory lane to look at last year's Ultra Unlock and the year before that to see how absolutely garbage this year's Ultra Unlock is. For last year's Ultra Unlock, we had 4 different events. The first one being this research day you guys might remember with the crazy sky and the debut of shiny Amora and shiny Tyrant in Pokemon Go. We had alternating hours, some cool Pokemon in the wild, research tasks that rewarded you with a bunch of Cranidos and Shieldon shiny encounters. That was awesome. And of course, you had the shinies available with Cranidos, Rampardos, Shieldon, Bastiodon, and then Tyrant and Amora. This was a super cool research day that introduced some really awesome shinies, and it was super fun to grind. So that's one thing. Now here's another. There was an Ultra Unlock for each GoFest location: Seattle, Berlin, and Japan. Seattle's Ultra Unlock lasted a weekend, and it was globally available. You had the habitat that was spawning during GoFest, was available worldwide, and there was a quick collection challenge. That was just a nice little weekend event, but it was something, right? Berlin's Ultra Unlock lasted a few days, and it had some Pokemon spawning in the wild, and another collection challenge with all those Pokemon, also something. And Sapporo, Japan had another weekend event with some spawns in the wild and a collection challenge. So that is 4 different little events as part of the Ultra Unlock. Now, let's take it back to 2021, where we had 3 different Ultra Unlocks. For part 1, we had a 10-day Ultra Unlock that had some really cool Pokemon in the wild, a lot of shiny eligible Pokemon, Pokemon in eggs, Pokemon in raids. Dialga came back to Pokemon Go, and I believe this was the event that shiny Dialga debuted. Same thing with Cranidos and Shieldon. I don't remember that, this was kind of a while ago, but I would believe it. So you had brand new shiny Cranidos, shiny Shieldon, and Dialga in raids, and it was a 10-day event. And that was part 1. Not to mention shiny Unknown U was also available with the event. And for part 2, this was an 11-day event. This had some awesome Pokemon in the wild, some regionals and whatnot, some amazing shiny Pokemon. Pokemon in 7km eggs, Pokemon in 1s, 3s, 5s, and I believe shiny Palkia debuted for the first time in Pokemon Go, and shiny Heracross debuted for the first time in Pokemon Go, and shiny Kangaskhan was pretty much readily, globally available for the first time, really, and shiny Unknown was in raids again. So this was an absolutely stacked part 2, okay? And then there was a part 3 to the event, bro. A 11-day part 3 to the event where we had some spawns in the wild. A new Pokemon with Squovit, Wooloo, and Phalanx, which is nice. Pokemon and 7-kilometer eggs, which were all shiny eligible. We had Pokemon and raids, some good Pokemon and raids. Zacian was in 5-star raids, because why not? And during week 2, we had a bit of a change up with the raids, and Zamazenta was in raids. And the following shiny Pokemon got released: Galarian Meowth, Galarian Farfetch, Galarian Weezing, Stunfisk, Berserker, and Farfetch. That's 6 new shiny Pokemon, and if you count up all the other parts, how many is that? I don't know. But gosh darn, when you take a look back at all the Ultra Unlocks from the previous years, this Ultra Unlock so far is not great at all. I don't know if we're getting a part 1, 2, 3, 4, or if this is just it. I mean, I could be tripping, but this Ultra Unlock is embarrassing, right? I mean, we're just getting 4 new Pokemon and a new shiny, and I guess you want to count like the unknowns and raids and some of the research, cool. But we've literally had multi-part events in years past, and the Ultra Unlock was like this crazy, super rewarding, super fun thing to grind. What is this? Listen, I love new Pokemon. I'm excited for it. I'm still gonna be happy about it. I'm still gonna grind it, but like, what happened to the Ultra Unlock? I mean, don't even call it an Ultra Unlock if this is Ultra to you. I don't like to be negative, and I like looking at the positive, but I had to step back for a second and be like, wait, this is our Ultra Unlock? Yeah, I don't think so. Hopefully there is a part 2 and part 3. They haven't really said much. It's been kind of vague with all the news, to be honest. But I cannot imagine that is our only Ultra Unlock for the year, because nobody's excited. Really? Is anyone that excited? They literally could have copy and pasted the Ultra Unlock from other years and did it again, and it still would have been better than 4 new Pokemon and a new shiny. I don't know, dude. I hate to sound like a negative Nancy, but I'm not a fan of this Ultra Unlock. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you guys think about all that. I'm just kind of wondering what happened to Pokemon Go? What happened to the Ultra Unlock that we used to know and love and be excited about? Now, when it comes to the new season, there actually is a lot to be excited about. So the season's going to be going until December 1st, which is nice. And we have a bunch of Gen 9 Pokemon. We have adventures with Gen 9 Pokemon. And this is my favorite thing. Shadow Zapdos is coming to Legendary Raids on the weekends, and it's shiny eligible. Didn't really get to do many Shadow Articuno raids, unfortunately, but I mean, who did? It was so hard to find people to do raids with, but I'm still looking forward to this, even though I'll probably only do like 1 or 2. They talk about routes again, but it doesn't sound like they're updating routes at all, so who knows what's going to happen with that. We have special research, and I think one of the biggest parts about this new season, the Master Ball is coming back, ladies and gentlemen, with this new season. Now, it sounds like we're going to be getting a Master Ball every season, which is absolutely awesome. So if you guys want another Master Ball, here's how to get it. There's going to be a timed research starting at the beginning of the season. You complete it, you get that Master Ball, awesome. Now, if you don't finish this timed research by the end of the season, you can purchase this timed research, which I think is so weird. But overall, the Master Ball is coming back. And now that I'm going to have 2 of them, and it sounds like we're going to get one every season, maybe I actually use mine. I don't know. It's a good sign. It's kind of crazy that the Master Ball's even in this game right now, but it's coming back. And oh yeah, Charmander Community Day is going down this weekend. We kind of all knew this was happening. It was half confirmed, but it's official. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll keep on moving. We have the dates for the following Community Days as well, which, by the way, one of them got leaked. We'll talk about that right here. They have a little calendar on this site that you can go through, and I believe if I keep cycling through the dates, which this doesn't really let me cycle too much. There we go. On September 23rd, which is our next real Community Day, there's going to be a showcase with the Pokemon Grubbin. And Grubbin has been the rumored Pokemon for the next Community Day. So ladies and gentlemen, it has pretty much been leaked by them. Grubbin will have a Community Day in September on the 23rd, which is interesting. It's a brand new shiny, so I love that. I don't know how useful this Pokemon is. Hopefully this Community Day makes it relevant, but I'm excited for Grubbin Community Day. Also, Genesect comes to raids on September 16th to 23rd, and then the Legendary Beasts are back in raids for the first time in, gosh, it has to be like 2 years by now. It has to have been such a long time, but they're back in raids from the 23rd to the 6th of October. They'll only be in the game for about a week and a half, which is unfortunate, but I will be grinding the heck out of those because they haven't been around in forever. We also have a Psychic Spectacular event going down from September 20th to the 24th. I don't know what that's going to entail, but we'll find out. I'm not a big fan of this little calendar thing. It's kind of confusing, to be honest. There's a lot going on. Yeah, I don't like this. We also have Oddish Research Day on the 17th from 2 to 5 p.m. Oddish is going to be in a bunch of research, so if you want that shiny or need that shiny, here's your opportunity to go get it. And we have a brand new event, the Out to Play event, going down on the 27th to the 2nd. That sounds like a routes event to me. That's what it sounds like, Out to Play. We'll have to wait and see, but that should be interesting. As we've mentioned before, we have all the city safaris in South Korea, Spain, and Mexico. I don't think I'll be attending any of them. I'll let you guys know. And there were huge updates for PvP, which I'll talk about in a little bit here. We'll get into the seasonal rotation. So the research breakthrough is going to be Galarian Farfetch, Larvitar, Sableye, Bagon, Furfrou, and Goomy. all shiny eligible, nice. Seasonal rotations and habitats as usual. In the cities, you have Gengar, Beldum, and some other great ones like the Denny in there. In the forest, you have Chansey, Lopunny, Oranguru. I like the spawns this season. Onyx, Aggron, hello. Darumaka, Gollet, hello. Beaches and water, Slowbro, okay, at least shiny eligible. Carablast, Dewpider. In the northern hemisphere, we have the Gen 2 starters, Tyrant and Amora. And in the southern hemisphere, we have the Gen 5 starters and Tortuga, Argon, Dino, hello. So spawn-wise, this event is actually pretty gosh darn solid. Now the egg pool has changed a little bit. We have Lechonk in 2-kilometer eggs. Larvesta is going to stay in 2-kilometer eggs. I'm pretty sure it was already there. The starters have made their way into 5-kilometer eggs. Same thing with Larvesta has been there. 7-kilometer eggs. There's a bunch of Hisuian Pokemon. 10-kilometer eggs pretty much have stayed the same, except you see Carbink and Frigibax in there. Nice. I think after the Gen 9 event, Frigibax is going to be exclusive to 10-kilometer eggs. So, all right. Adventure Sync eggs look to be the same for 5s, and 10s also look the same. So nothing changed there. Cool. So much for adventures abound, you know? Seasonal bonuses are honestly forgettable. You can open up to 40 gifts a day and send up to 40 gifts a day. I mean, that's kind of nice, but you know, I miss the guaranteed XL candies per trade and 2 special trades a day. I'll take that every day of the week. Anyways, we have increased damage when participating in a raid with your friend and increased XP from going up a friendship level. So, you know, bonuses are cool. They're not better than last season, but they're cool. And I mentioned there was a huge Go Battle League update. There was actually a huge move update, which might affect rating as well. I'm honestly not too sure. We'll have to find out soon here, but here's the schedule for all the Go Battle League stuff going on this season. And I want to scroll down here all the way past all this. There's a bunch of different cups going on, different leagues, and right here we have new attacks in the game. We have Trailblaze, a new grass type charged attack. We have Scorching Sands, a new ground type charge attack, and Triple Axle, a new ice type charge attack as well. And a bunch of attack changes, some ups and some downs on some of the moves, plus the moves do different things now, so go ahead and go through this if you guys care to. And there's a lot of availability updates. A lot of Pokemon's move pools have been changed up, and a lot of Pokemon have benefited from this. Which one in particular, I don't know if I could tell you. Maybe Meganium, I'm just guessing. I don't know, I'm just looking here. Decidueye maybe, Gardevoir maybe, who knows? I'm kind of just scrolling through this really quick, so I don't really have time to sit there and read every single thing here, but there's a lot of Pokemon with a lot of new moves that hopefully will make them more relevant. So for everybody that's been battling out there, here's an update for you. And hopefully it affects Pokemon in raids as well and gives them better moves, why not? And the last thing we have to cover from all of this crazy news, there's honestly so much news, they have to stop putting it all together and making it so overwhelming to no one's surprise. Charmander Community Day. Nobody's mad about that. I mean, it's the 3rd time we've had it, so I get it, but it's Charmander. Everybody loves Charmander, whether you're a new player or an old player, whether you're experienced or a rookie. Charizard is still awesome, and Charizard is still useful. It's going down Saturday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Charizard is going to learn the Legacy Fast Move, Dragon Breath, and the Legacy Charged Attack, Blast Burn. Charmander is going to be available in the wild, of course, and through field research. There's going to be a $1 special research that's super worth it. 3 times Stardust, 3-hour lure modules, incense will last 3 hours. I take a few snapshots for some more Charmanders. There's also going to be timed research awarding Charizard Mega Energy, which is nice. Would have loved to see Mega Charizard raids being a thing on this day, but for some reason there's just not. I feel like it's been a while since Mega Charizard was in raids, and why the heck wouldn't they give it to him on his day? I don't know. But yeah, I know that was a lot of news. It's very unfortunate how they jam-pack all this at the end of the month. It's whatever. Hopefully I broke it down well for you guys. There's a lot to look forward to, but in terms of that Ultra Unlock, gosh darn it, that's sad, huh? God, it's, ugh. Fingers crossed they announce more stuff and there's a part 2 and a part 3 or whatever, but so far the Ultra Unlock doesn't look so ultra. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. The new season is starting in no time here, and other than the Ultra Unlock, I am pretty excited.